All right, so we have our 4 pie fillings here in our loaf tins. We have the apple that I'm spreading out right here. We have the blueberry that kind of just spread itself. We have lemon pie filling, which is my favorite, and we're just making sure that's a nice, beautiful layer in our loaf tins. And then lastly, we have a delicious strawberry pie filling, but you could also do cherry if that's what you like. All right, and I have here my Snickerdoodle cookie mix, and this one does come with like a little extra cinnamon packet, but we're gonna do Snickerdoodle on top of this strawberry pie filling and on top of this apple pie filling. So we're gonna evenly distribute our Snickerdoodle cookie mix right on top of these 2 loaf tins for this super easy and customizable dessert. We always have a lot of people coming over to our house and they all have a favorite different kind of pie. So this is how I compromise. Before we add that cinnamon sugar mixture on there, we're just gonna make sure our cookie mix is nice and flattened out. Now, if you don't wanna use Snickerdoodle cookie mix, you could also just do a cake mix, because this is kind of a take on a dump cake, and you can use whatever cake mix you want. But that looks good. We are gonna sprinkle our cinnamon sugar mixture so that it is a true Snickerdoodle topping for our delicious strawberry and apple. Now, I don't think cinnamon really goes with lemon or blueberry, so for that one, I have a sugar cookie mix. So we're gonna make sure that these get covered in sugar cookie, but you could do a chocolate chip, you could do a peanut butter, you could do oatmeal cookie mix. Honestly, the options are endless, and obviously the pie filling is endless as well. So you can do a fun combination for each one. All right, I think that's enough for those 2. And then we're gonna go ahead and spread that out. Don't worry, my hands are clean. I always wash my hands. And we're just gonna make sure that we get a nice layer of those cookie mixes on each loaf tin. And we are not gonna mix these. We are gonna grab our butter that we cut into little pads, and we are going to add our butter right on top of our cake mix, just like so. So easy, literally anyone can make this dessert, and it will be a crowd pleaser because everyone gets the pie flavor they want. So we're just making sure that we use about half a stick of butter per loaf tin and covering up that cookie mix. Okay, these are ready for the oven. My oven is set to 375, and this is gonna be in there for 45 minutes. All right, that was 1 box of Nilla wafers. Now I'm coming in with my sliced bananas, and I'm going to just distribute some bananas right on top of our Nilla wafers in our mini loaf pans. These are just the, to-go containers that you can find at the regular grocery store, and we're adding a generous amount of these bananas and Nilla wafers to each one. This is such an easy and delicious no-bake dessert, perfect for spring and summer. I absolutely love making this, especially in these little individual servings. All right, let's get all of our bananas in there. All right, we're gonna kind of move these a little bit to the side. I have my large measuring cup, and in there, I'm gonna measure out my whole milk. We need 3 cups of cold milk. You can use whatever kind of milk you prefer, almond milk, oat, but I'm using whole, and that should be 3 cups perfectly. And inside our milk, we're gonna add our family size of banana cream instant pudding. Put that whole box in there. Should fit perfectly in that measuring cup. Yummy. And we're gonna grab our whisk, and it is time to mix this together until all of it is well combined. We gotta make sure that powder gets into that milk. Oh, it smells so good. This is a twist on a classic, and it is my favorite, to say the least. And we're just gonna whisk this for like a minute or 2. All right, and while this is still thin, because it will thicken as it sets, we are gonna start drizzling our pudding over our Nilla wafers and our bananas. This helps those get really soaked in our delicious pudding, and they're just gonna be super moist and fall apart, which is exactly what we want. So we're evenly distributing our pudding. Oh my goodness, doesn't that just look velvety?
It looks amazing. I can already see it starting to thicken.
Oh yeah, so we're just gonna keep pouring until we run out of that pudding, and it is just gonna get right into all the nick and crannies of our wafers and bananas. Beautiful. All right, and you guys know I'm coming in with the Cool Whip. I have the 16-ounce Cool Whip, and we have our spatula here, and we're gonna kind of just add some scoops into each one. We will spread them out on top of those cookies and bananas and delicious pudding, but we wanna make sure that we have enough for each of them. We might not use this whole container, but we are gonna get these coated in our delicious Cool Whip. You can do homemade. I always say that. If you don't like Cool Whip, just make a simple homemade whipped topping and it will get the job done. But I think maybe like 3 little scoops per loaf tin should be just right. And then we're just gonna spread those until they are covering our pudding. All right, I think that looks just about right. And don't worry if it doesn't look the prettiest, because I did save a few vanilla wafers so that we can just crumble them right on top, and people will know exactly what they're getting. Just like that. I'm using about 2 Nilla wafers per loaf tin to just crumble. Oh my goodness, it's gonna be so good, you guys. All right, and I do have some extra bananas that can go on top as well. All right, we have our bananas, and we'll just kind of place them here and there, and then this is about ready. All right, that's the last one. And the best part about these tins is that they come with their little lids, just like so. And now we can store these in the fridge. All right, we're starting off with our mini cans of soda in our loaf tins. And these are just our 7.5 ounce. I have a Coca-Cola, a Sprite, a orange Fanta, and a Mud root beer. And we're emptying out all 7.5 ounces into our loaf tins. Perfect. Now I'm gonna come in with my white cake mix, and I have 2 boxes that I'm going to distribute into our loaf tins. So half a box per loaf tin. Oh my. You can use whatever soda you like, and you can use whatever cake mix you like. That is the fun of this dessert. Okay, that looks pretty good. We have that first one distributed. Now we're gonna grab our second one. I like to use the white cake mix because it lets the soda really be the star of the dessert. And who doesn't love root beer, Sprite, orange soda, and Coca-Cola? Perfect. Now I have my 2 whisks that we're gonna use to mix this all together. We wanna make sure that it becomes a nice fluffy cake batter in our loaf tins. Now you can obviously mix this all in a bowl and it'd be a lot easier, but that's not the way I do things. I like less dishes. I like the convenience of it all being in the loaf tin, and I'm gonna make sure that this gets done super fast. All right, and we got these all well mixed. It only took a second. And now these are gonna be ready for the oven. My oven is set to 350, and these are gonna bake for about 45 minutes. All right, so we took out our cakes and they are cooling on the side. I have here a large bowl because we do need to make a topping for our cakes. I'm starting off with 16 ounces of Cool Whip. I have a cute little Disney spatula that I'm using to mix everything up, and we're gonna make sure to get all of that Cool Whip out. I did let it thaw for like an hour on my counter, but let's get all of that delicious Cool Whip in our bowl. Yum. Now I'm gonna come in with one family size package of my instant vanilla pudding. I wanted something that would go with the Coca-Cola, the Sprite, the Fanta, and the root beer, and I just thought vanilla would be the best option. But you could also do a cheesecake pudding, you could do a white chocolate pudding, they have a French vanilla pudding, you could do any of those. And we're gonna go ahead and mix together our pudding and our Cool Whip so that we get a delicious vanilla topping for our soda cakes. Yum. All right, this looks perfectly mixed. Now we can go ahead and grab our cakes. Oh my, these look absolutely incredible, but of course we have to serve these with some ice cream. I have old-fashioned vanilla, and we're gonna add a hearty scoop onto each of our loaf tins. Easy cleanup for any party. All right, I'm gonna try the apple one because apple is one of my favorites. I did say lemon is my favorite, but that snickerdoodle just looks too good to resist. Oh, the crust is perfectly cooked. Look at all that steam. All right, make sure to blow on it. It's gonna be super hot.
Is it good?
There's no way I'm sharing this. This is mine.
Wait, hey, come on.
All right, these were in the fridge for 1 hour and it's ready to get serving. Woo! All right, let's give it a try. Oh my goodness.
Is it good?
That is so good. It's perfect. You gotta try it. Oh my goodness. These smell so good. They're perfectly cooked. I put a toothpick in each of them to make sure. So now it's time to top them with our vanilla Cool Whip mixture. And we're just gonna kind of evenly distribute our mixtures onto each cake just like so. So we have 16 ounces, so we want about 4 ounces of our mixture on each cake, beautifully distributed, and then we're gonna spread them out. Oh my goodness, I cannot wait to give them a try. Oh my goodness, these came out so good. So we have our Coca-Cola, our Sprite, our Fanta, and our root beer. You can top these with something if you want them to be more festive, but I think I'm ready to just dig in. I'm gonna go for the orange Fanta because that is my favorite soda.
Wait, that was mine.
No, we're gonna share it. It's a big portion.
Yeah, it is.
All right, let's dive in. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's still steaming. Oh.
Is it good?
Wow. That was probably the easiest, tastiest dessert ever. Oh my goodness. You gotta try it.
Awesome.